Welcome back to part 13 with me, the Gobby Gaffer, managing Lille over in France. Our opponents in the Champions League have been announced. Let's get stuck in. So just a quick catch up. Not too much has happened since I was last with you. We played 4 games in League 1 Uber Eats. And 3 wins there. Lorient, Lens and Lyon, all without conceding a goal. Played some lovely football, scored 6 goals, and then we played Paris Saint-Germain and got battered 3-0. At home, by the way. So this season, I mean, if we just scroll up here, we've won every friendly. We've won every league game. And the only 2 games that we've lost are Paris Saint-Germain. Frustrating. Okay, let's have a look at these Champions League games then. So we're going to watch 2 today. We're going to watch Lazio at home and then CSKA Sofia. And that's another one at home. We have Bordeaux in between, as per usual. I'll play that off camera because, the focus now is this Champions League. I mean, I need to win the Champions League, whether it's with Lyon or with a higher calibre club, I don't know. But anyway, let's get stuck in here. So we've got Lazio, CSKA Sofia, Nice, which should be winnable. You know, that should be winnable. In fact, I think the first 3 games probably should be winnable. Then it gets a bit tough. Chelsea, Manchester United, I think we played them last season as well, didn't we? Lugano, which could possibly be, not an easy game. There's no easy games, but should be winnable. Real San Sebastian, I think we did play them last season in the Champions League, if I remember rightly, and I think it was the only game that we won in last season's campaign. And then we've got Inter Milan. So that's the Champions League for this season. And, I think it's a little bit of a better draw than it was last season. And we have had that initial payment of about 13 million in for the Champions League. So we've got 80 million in the bank now. Wage budget is just about, even Stevens there. No transfer budget money. Okay, well, it's the first of 2 home games in the Champions League. And it is Lazio first. And it will be CSKA Sofia in the second game. Nothing more to say. Let's just get stuck in, shall we? Okay, some very tired legs in the team after PSG gave us the run around. Seriously, we spent all of the 90 minutes just running round after them. We just couldn't get the ball. I mean, the 3 league games before that, we looked like world beaters. We played some absolutely stunning football. Some of the best football I think I've ever seen any of my teams play in Football Manager. But beautiful football. Come to play PSG. And of course, is that a barometer? I mean, Lazio at home probably will be a tough game. This is going to be a barometer as to how we do in the Champions League. And if we're given the run around by PSG, is that going to carry over into the Champions League? Karnasecki in goal. Back 4, which is there's quite a lot of rotation here in this team. Santos, Branthwaite, Bitsiabu and Hamza Baron. The 3 in midfield, Ugochukwu, Kamara and Sotelo. And then Goma playing just behind Matos and Jonas Vind. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm getting the mickey taken out of me in the comments. So here we go with this season's Champions League campaign. And, we couldn't do any better really than starting at home, could we? Because 3 points on the board would be, quite a good start. But it is a strong Lazio team. And, sometimes I do fear the worst. It depends how the game treats me. But anyway, Ugochukwu there with the ball. Santos now down this left-hand side. Coming in today for Loco, who was very, very tired after that PSG game. Header there. And Lazio are picking that ball up. Yes, they are. Carboni coming forward with the ball now. Ball through to David. Puts the ball in the back of the net. There's no flag. The referee is going to have a look at this one. If it was offside, it was very marginal. But with only 5 minutes on the clock, we could do with a little bit of help from the referee here. It is a warding and we have gone 1-0 down. So not ideal. Let's have a quick look at that one again. I mean, it did look very marginal, that one. Okay, so Kamara plays the ball to Hamza. And I kind of feel like I'm putting the wrong games on camera. Because if I'd have put any of those games that we played before PSG, if I'd have put any of those on camera, you'd have all been going, wow, what a team. Lovely football, great goals. And hold on a minute though, Matos has scored. First, oh, that's a beautiful goal, that one. Well, I'm having a little bit of a whinge there. Well, it wasn't really a whinge, was it? But I'm just kind of saying, right, I need to think about which games I put on camera. Although, you know, you have to have the balance, don't you? I very nearly put the PSG game on camera. I'm glad I didn't now. But anyway, it's 1-1. 24 minutes now. And Santos there throwing to Ogotchukwu. Baran fires the ball. I thought that was going in, but just wide of the post. Okay, we do seem to be applying a little bit of pressure now. We have 4 or 5 players on green stats, which is always a good sign. And unfortunately there, Kamara can't hit the back of the net with that one. I think the keeper did tip it over. Short corner now. Sotelo is going to play this short to... It's usually Ngoma who stands there for the shots. Yes, it is. Ngoma. And I literally have no idea what he was trying to do there. He basically fired it at the groin of the Lazio player. No idea. Maybe he's trying to take him out of the game. Who knows? Anyway, we do get another corner. This time, it's played well. And that's a great shame that didn't go in. So it was played to Ngoma, but this time it was a little bit of a... Well, it was a bit of a daisy cutter, but couldn't score from it. Okay, we do seem to be getting on top now. And we're playing some nice football. This is the kind of football I've been seeing off camera. Hamza now down that right-hand side into the box. Matos again. And this time it doesn't hit the back of the net. Santos into the box. Ngoma in there very quickly. And the ball is pinged off the goalkeeper's legs. And Lazio now coming away with the ball. So we've had a few chances there. Great tackle by Branthwaite, by the way. We've had a few chances to go in the lead. Unfortunately, it's not happening. 7 shots, 4 on target, XG of 0.88. I am going to say I'm disappointed because we need to be doing better than this, to be quite honest. Okay, so we have got... This is a real leftover from the PSG game. A real leftover. What do we do here? Godoy is going to have to come on. What else can we do? Casas is probably going to have to come on in midfield. A lot of tired bodies out there. Not ideal, is it really? Sotelo now, long corner. And this time he does put in a traditional corner. It's in the back of the net. Bitsiabu has got up to that corner. Lovely corner from Sotelo. Bitsiabu rises above everybody, puts it in the back of the net, and we've come from 1-0 down and are now leading Lazio 2-1. And that was a really nice header. I mean, he could have steered it away from the keeper a little bit better, but, I mean, who's complaining? We're 2-1 in the lead. Well, it's a little bit early in the game, 63 minutes to go into the control possession. But I feel like, well, Italian teams are well known for it, aren't they? So if they can do it, so can we. 63 minutes on the clock, and we have gone quite defensive now. Taken a striker off, and Yao Gomez has come on. I just can't keep him fit at all. I'm not really playing him for that reason. But he's on the bench today. Let's bring him on. And Salas has come on for Bitsiabu, our, well... Let's hope it's the winning goal scorer. Okay, Lazio now with the corner. Ball is floated into the area. Carboni plays it there, and that's just over the top. And we do get away with it. We defend that corner really well. Well, I did think I'd made all my substitutions, but anyway, Kramacha's just come on in midfield. So I obviously had one. I'd kept one back, which is always handy with Football Manager. Make all your 5 subs, and they generally will injure one of your players. Casas just stands there and gives the ball away to a Lazio player. which is exactly what we meant to be, controlling possession, and we're just standing there in midfield giving the ball away. Godoy, absolutely. I mean, he flies into a tackle there. Lucky it didn't connect. Lazio now. I mean, we were playing with a back six there at one point. We're pushing out a little bit now, but we're pushing up and pushing up. We have got a mid block on. João Felix is going to strike that one straight over the top. And if Lazio want to keep doing that for the last 10 minutes, that's fine by me. Well, 5 minutes of time added on, and I did fear the worst when Lazio scored that first goal. I mean, we were giving the ball away a little bit as well, which I haven't, other than the PSG game, I haven't seen us give the ball away. So, obviously, at the moment, the AI is a little bit like that, isn't it? It's 50-50 on whether we're a good side or not. But anyway, we do come out 2-1 winners. We should get 2.4 million for that and 3 points on the board in the Champions League. And after being disappointed at half-time, we are going to give them a delighted. What a great comeback and what a great performance from Bitsiabu, heading, rising really high to head that second goal in from a Sotelo corner. Well, the little matter of a league game now in between the two Champions League games, and is Bordeaux going to go and play that off camera, and we'll be back very soon for another home game at CSKA Sofia. 2 home games to start the Champions League campaign off. Is that going to be a lucky omen for us? Let's hope so. Well, a nice 2-1 win away at Bordeaux, and my superstar new attacking midfielder, he's only a young kid, but Godoy got both of the goals, so very, very nice indeed. But we're back to the Champions League today, and while we're on that subject, the Lazio home game that we played, record receipts, 1.6 million in that game, and absolutely brilliant. I mean, you know, this kind of money coming in now is really going to turn this club's financial fortunes, and hopefully on the pitch fortunes completely around. So yeah, very, very nice indeed. But anyway, it's CSKA Sofia, and it is at home again. So the team is Carnesecchi in goal, back four of Loco, Branthwaite, Bitsiabu and Daddario. The midfield three, Cromarchi, Kamara and Gomez. And Ngoma playing just behind Matos and Vind. Julian picked up a 4-week injury in that game against Bordeaux, so not ideal. But it does allow me to bring Lavumbo back. Remember him? I know, the forgotten man. But he does get a place on the bench today. Okay, Loco now with a throw-in on the 10-minute mark. Cromarchi is going to whip that ball into the box, and that was a wicked. And we've hit the post. Oh, but it's gone in eventually. Oh, my word. And Jonas Vind there. I mean, that was very... Well, it was a bit weird, wasn't it? I mean, let's just watch that one again. That was very strange. This was a wicked ball. Wicked ball. Look at that. Whipped in. My word. I mean, talk about ping-pong in their penalty area. But it is a goal. We are winning 1-0. Loco now with the throw out on that side again. And a lot of our attacks do seem to come down that left-hand side. Branthwaite now. A ball out to Loco. Plays it into Cromarchi. Gomez in loads of space. He decides not to pull the trigger. Daddario slides the ball in. And this time, Pashkov in their goal makes a tremendous save, and it is a corner. Going to take it short. Does Ngoma receive the short corners on that side as well? Yes, he does. And this time he whips the ball in again. And the Sofia defence manages to scramble that one away. But they are mounting a counter-attack now. We do need to be a little bit careful of this. It is only one in it. And that was a very, very nice tackle. Cromarchi is not a defender. And in the penalty area, that was a brilliant, brilliant tackle. And this football now is the kind of football I was talking about. You know, really, what I have seen from this team as well is anticipation. The two wing-backs, the anticipation and the pace and acceleration is just a joy to watch. But anyway, Cromarchi now fires the ball just past the post. And I think we should have been 3-0 up by now. And I was telling you about João Gomez, my Brazilian, I think he's 29, I think he is, Brazilian defensive midfielder. I brought him in thinking he was going to be a game changer. Can't keep him fit, he's never fit. And as soon as I turned the camera off before, he was knocking on my door. I'm not getting enough game time, boss. And Kamara there gets our second goal. And this is beautiful, absolutely stunning. Yeah, he knocked on my door. I'm not getting enough game time, boss. Football Manager is bonkers. It injures your players, injures your players, injures your players. Then they knock on the door saying, I'm not getting enough game time. Absolutely bonkers. Well, trying to keep him fit and not give me the silly messages. So anyway, I clicked a button, and as soon as I'd said, I'll give you some more game time, he got injured again. Football Manager sometimes is just off the scale mad. Kamara swings the ball in the box. That looks like that could be given as a penalty. There's some infringement being seen by the referee there. I'm not quite sure what it was. Maybe somebody climbing on the shoulders of one of our strikers. Penalty has been awarded. I mean, 10 minutes to half time. If this goes in, Vindy's going to take this penalty. Now, if this goes in, this is probably game over. That probably means we won't score it. Okay, Jonas Vind. And he fires the ball in the back of the net, right down the middle by the looks of that one. And no keeper, no matter what his standing was ever going to save that one. Absolutely, well he did. The keeper did anticipate, I'll give him that. He didn't dive one way or the other. He stayed in the centre of his net, but it was just way too much power on that. We are winning 3-0 now. And the thing in the Champions League, what you've got to do, what we've got to learn is you've got to pick your battles. So the games that you're thinking, you know what, we could win this, you've got to win them. Obviously, the likes of Chelsea and United, PSG, all of the bigger teams, we are going to struggle against, I fear, but you never know. And we are keeping a nice defensive. We're solid there, aren't we? Kramachi now coming away with the ball. Played to Ngoma. And I think he's still waiting for his first England call-up. But this lad's going to be a superstar. Kramachi fires the ball in the back of the net. And you know what? 4-0. And this is, like I say, this is the kind of performance I've been seeing. Before we played PSG, we played 3 league games and played just like this. The two wing backs were anticipating balls coming through with the pace. They were just running up, nicking the ball, starting a counter-attack. We were winning the ball really well. Branthwaite's already shown that in today's episode. Winning the ball really well. Even Kramachi in our penalty area. He's a central midfield player, working really hard for the team. And this is what I've said about the transfer window. You know, teamwork, work rate, determination. All of those are on display. I just wish we could do that against PSG. But I'm sure we'll get there at some stage. I mean, we did win the league last season. So, I mean, that's one in the poke in the eye for PSG, isn't it? They didn't win it last season. As we stand, we are 3 points, I think, behind PSG. I think we're lying about 4th in the league. We will have a look at that one. Unfortunately, just before half-time, CSKA Sofia do get a goal back. So, not great defending there, was it, really? And Kramachi just stood there and said, go on then, have a shot. Maybe he was feeling sorry for them. But you never know, we might get the 5th here. Who knows? Matos plays the ball back to Loco. And I think we will bring Lovumbo on at some stage, because with Julian being out for 4 weeks, quite a bad injury, we do need to rotate our forwards. We do have 4 of them, but we all know Football Manager, don't we? Whenever it sees a bit of a weakness, it will always pile on the agony. Loco now, down that left-hand side. And he is, he's, to be honest, I think all the time I've been managing Lille, and I've had him in the team, he's always been wanted. There's always somebody wants him. Ngoma, he's got to finish that one. And he doesn't. Okay. Yeah, Loco, brilliant. Down the other side, we've got Daddario and Hamza. Both very, very good players. These 2 wing-backs. And, of course, you've got to have players like that in your team. You know, you've got to have players that you can really rely on. You know, even like I mean, I think on the right side, certainly Didario and Hamza are equal level on ability. So I've got some really, really good, you know, cover in the team. Very, very good, you know, abilities. Like I say, teamwork, work rate, determination. You know, let's pile on top of that some good mental skills, technical, physical. If you can do that, you've got a good side. Okay, we are pleased. Let's have a little look for any tiredness. Gomez is looking tired, so I think we will bring, if he's on the bench, Sotelo can come on. And I think we are going to give a half to Lovumbo, actually. Let's bring Lovumbo on for a Vind. And let's see how that goes. Yeah, that's it. So in the comments, I've been calling him Windwind because, I mean, you have to try and make these things a little bit entertaining, don't you? So if you're calling somebody Windwind, I mean, in the PC version, you can give players nicknames. So I probably would have given him a bit of a funny nickname because I don't know whether it's Wind or Wind. Apparently, it's neither. It's either Jonas Vind or Jonas Vind. I'm not quite sure. I'm sure it'll be put right again, but you know what? It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? It's just a bit of fun. Okay, couple of changes at half-time. Lovumbo comes on, and I think I am going to have to start getting him involved a little bit more. Okay, 10 minutes into half-time, and that is... What is that? Is that a goal? My word, that was a little bit understated. We need to watch that one again. That looked to me like it had gone on the outside of the post. Sotelo there now rising. Oh, it's been checked though. Oh, it is awarded. Okay, are we going to get a chance to have a look at that one again? Yes, we are. Fired in by Matos. And Sotelo there fires it straight at the keeper. But it's way too hard for him. And he just palms it into the net. 5-1. Very, very convincing. Goal line technology. Football Manager need to change that because it's never given against, is it? It's always, yeah, okay, it was over. Didario now, and we are going to make some changes soon. It's getting very near to substitute o'clock. But I do only have 3 changes to make. That's a very rare... oh, what's going on here? That is very, very rare. Is that tiredness? So we missed the ball twice there. It's now 5-2. And this is a little bit odd for this team. We don't normally give stuff like that away. Well, unless it's PSG. But that was a little bit out of character for my team. Okay, another 2 changes then. Both centre-backs have been changed now. Salas and Avia come on. We are looking a bit of a tired outfit, to be honest. So there's me saying, you know, it's a bit uncharacteristic. But these players have played a lot of football. And it's been very intense football. You know, you're playing the likes of Lazio and PSG, and then, you know, you're trying to keep up in the league. It's very, very intense. A game every 2, 3, 4 days, and I can't really complain. We're winning this game 5-2. If we concede a couple of goals, then it is what it is. Okay, with virtually every player on a green stat, which is absolutely beautiful to see. I always like to see that. Lovumbo in the penalty area, slides it forward. Matos, the referee has got his arm in the air again though. I feel like when the referees referee our games, they must get arm ache, mustn't they? You know, their arm's just on a piece of string all the time, or a piece of elastic. It's like, up, up, up. My word. You don't need to look at every goal for offside. But Matos there does score for us. It's 6-2, and well, we're running away with this game. I mean, whoops, what's he doing there? He very nearly threw the ball into the crowd. Yep, you throw it that way, mate. You don't throw it into the crowd. My word, they're meant to be top-class players, these, aren't they? I mean, even a 10-year, even my grandsons know that. You throw the ball to the pitch. You don't throw it into the crowd. That was a bit bonkers. And while all that's going on, we've conceded another goal. It's 6-3. I would not be at all surprised if we don't concede another one, to be honest. I think we're looking a very, very tired outfit. And I think we are going to have to we're going to have to do some rotation, I feel. But a little bit bonkers. 21 shots, 11 on target, an XG of 4.04. I mean, they've got 100% conversion rate. I suppose that's a problem. They've only had 3 shots, but they put everyone in the back of the net. Yep, I'm fine with that. That's our last change. And what's he called? Ugachukwu. Ugachukwu has come on now. Can we keep it tight for the 4 minutes of time added on? Or are we going to concede another one? It would not surprise me if we concede another one. We're looking a very, very tired outfit. And this could be our undoing, to be honest, in, well, this season as a whole. Karachi there makes a very good save, though. Yeah, this could be our undoing. The problem is when you get a side that's actually playing really well together and you can see all the, you know, the kind of connectivity on the pitch. I'm a bit reluctant to change it, but I am going to have to change my mindset, I think, a little bit. Because obviously this season, we're not going to win the Champions League, I don't think. But we want to give it a good go. I would like to try and get through to the semis at least. But then there are some very, very good teams in there. Once again, we're going to say we're delighted. And let's have a quick look. 2 games played now. And we're Chelsea, Bayern and Lille. The top 3 in the league stage of the Champions League. But of course, we have to play Chelsea, and it looks like they are quite fancy this season, having won both of their games. So another 2.4 million in. So those 2 games that we've won have brought us in around about 5 million. Let's have a quick look at the finances. Yeah, 85 million. Well, 85.25 million, isn't it? Let's have a look at the league table before we leave this episode. The league table is looking like this. Nice have still got to play. We have got Nice to play in the Champions League as well. So given that we're actually ahead of them at the moment by 6 points, they have got that game in hand. You would have thought that that would have been another win for us. But like I say, we have to pick our battles in the Champions League. Let's just try and get into, if we could get into the top 8, fantastic. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes, won't we? But 3 points. We're all in PSG's wake, aren't we? We're all trying to catch up to them. They have got that 3-point advantage. They've won every single game. 7 games played, 21 points. And we are trailing behind Monaco and Rennes with a goal difference of only 7, which we probably need to address. Well, you know how the Gobby Gaffer likes his 6-point episodes. Actually, that was a 9-point episode, so I'm chuffed to little mint balls. Brilliant. 2 wins in the Champions League, 1 in League One Uber Eats. Fantastic episode. And we did see some of that football that I was talking about. When that first goal went in from Lazio, I did fear that we were going to see the on-camera shenanigans that Football Manager always does. But no, we actually eventually saw some really nice play, some lovely goals, and, well, 6 against at CSKA Sofia. So a very, very nice result. But we are looking a very tired outfit. I'm going to have to go and try and address that. Let's give them some rest in between games, and let's do some rotation. Off camera now, go and play a few games, and we'll be back very shortly. And let's hope we're still doing well in the Champions League, and we're still doing well in League One Uber Eats. It's fingers crossed time, I think, for the Gobby Gaffer. We'll see you very shortly.